This is probably the best protein overnight oats recipe I've ever made. And it all starts with this beautiful Hokkaido pumpkin. The first thing to do with it is to cut this into halves. The skin is not as hard as other pumpkins like spaghetti squash, but still need quite some force, so take your time. Now with a spoon I will scoop out all of the pumpkin seeds. These can be roasted in the oven and used as a topping for a lot of dishes, so you don't need to throw them into the garbage. So once both sides are nice and clean, I will prepare a baking sheet with some parchment paper and place the pumpkin with the skin pointing upwards. This now gets into the oven without any seasoning or oil and baked at 200 degrees Celsius or 400 F for 40 to 45 minutes. After 40 minutes, there should be small black spots on top of the skin. If you can poke the pumpkin with a knife without using any force, they are ready. The only thing that you will need to remove are the stems on each side of the pumpkin. Also, I will cut them crosswise and open them up so that they can release all of their steam and cool down faster. About 10 minutes later, I will take my food processor or a blender, cut everything into smaller pieces and place them into the processor. That is the beautiful thing about Hokkaido. The skin is so soft that you can just blend it with the flesh and it will become one cohesive puree. I will blend this now for about 2 to 3 minutes. I will also push in the flesh from the edges with a spatula every once in a while so everything gets incorporated. And there you go. About 3 minutes later, homemade pumpkin puree. I will transfer this now into a glass container that has a lid. I will use my meal prep container, link is in the description. The puree lasts in the fridge for at least a week. This is a batch I made earlier this week and as you can see it still has that beautiful color and smells fresh after 5 days in the fridge. So to make overnight oats with it, I will place a bowl on a scale and then I will start with adding 100 grams of puree followed up by 50 grams of oats. I'm using quick oats that are a bit softer, but you can also use the steel cut ones depending which one you like more. Next is 100 grams of plain skyr or 0.2% fat Greek yogurt. They are both very good protein sources and will add 60 calories and around 11 grams of protein. Next is my secret ingredient for the best oats ever and it's vanilla casein protein powder. You can also use whey protein if you want, but then it won't be as thick and creamy like with casein. I will add in half a scoop of 15 grams into the bowl. Also I will add a pinch of salt and then 15 grams of peanut butter. Here's a simple trick on how to add peanut butter. Instead of the bowl with oats, I will place the jar on the scale, press the reset button and now I can scoop out little by little peanut butter until you have 15 grams and add it in. If you do it the other way around, you will most likely add way too much peanut butter and let's be honest, nobody's removing that once it's in the bowl. The last ingredients are the spices. I will add a combination of these three that were perfect with pumpkin. I will add a teaspoon of 4 grams of cinnamon and then nutmeg and ginger. Only a couple of dashes of both of them because they are very strong in flavor, so take it easy, especially with the nutmeg. The last thing to add is the liquid. I will add 100 grams of water because there's already casein, which is basically milk, but you can also add cow milk or any other milk that you like. Mix this with a spoon until it becomes one creamy orange looking oatmeal. Close the bowl with a lid and refrigerate this overnight. This is how it looks the next day. It will become super thick, almost like a cake consistency, and taste-wise, I absolutely love this flavor right now, especially during the upcoming fall. It tastes literally like pumpkin pie. The entire recipe comes in with 475 calories, 56 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat and 36 grams of protein. A lot of recipes with pumpkin puree are in the works. In the meantime, you can check out this video to see how you can make a filled spaghetti squash with an insanely delicious sauce, and see you there.